has had too much eggnog. Oh boy. Something I was thinking earlier today. I thought, what if it's just a case of maybe not having enough gas? So I went and got some gas. I also have a really bad case of gas right now, so just to give a heads up. Just to give you a heads up, I do have a very bad case of gas. I'm not sure exactly what it's from. My daughter and wife said, hey, there's this new viral like drink going around, a Christmas drink. You want to try it? I said, what is it? It's Dr. Pepper and eggnog. I said, what? She said, all right, I'll try it. And, it's pretty good. It's not too big a drink. Immediately afterwards. And that was a little bit disturbing. It was almost immediately afterwards. What's up, Grass Bass? Good to see you, man. I had a little bit of a theory on the Vulcan. I thought, what if it just doesn't have enough gas in it to get to the fuel pump? So I thought, let me put some more gas in and make sure that this is not a simple case of not having enough gas in there. So we'll see. Let me grab the keys. I also grabbed some of this Grass Bass, some starting fluid. So thought about what William said yesterday about spraying some starter fluid in there. I thought, let me just grab some of that one out today and make it a little bit easier. I'm trying to diagnose this thing. I can see some gas, but I'm thinking, what if it's not all the way over there yet? So, or what if it's not enough? What if it's not mixed enough? Let me eliminate at least a couple possibilities and get a good amount of some fresh 91 and dump it in there. That way I can know for sure it's not just like not enough gas or something. That'd be dumb if that's all it was. Just not reaching the fuel pump. This thing does have a pretty significant tunnel in it. Like most Japanese bikes do. And so I was thinking, what if I only put like a gallon, maybe a little bit over a gallon in here? What if it's all sitting on the right side and it's not even hitting the fuel pump? I could have just sloshed it around over the other side, but I thought, well, I'm gonna kind of have to do this anyways. Can't very well just run the pump dry on accident, so hopefully this will remedy the situation. Okay, just about there. I think that's good. There's no way it's not pushing the fuel pump down. Yeah, put the gas cap back on there. Slosh it around a little bit. A couple sloshes. See what happens. Get the slosh on. If you guys are sloshing along at home, make sure that you are using your slashers.com. Check it out. It's a 4-pack of DVDs, and it's a week's worth of workouts in 4 DVDs. I had a big problem trying to format the DVDs and fit the full workout on it, so you'll basically have to, not halfway through the workout, a little bit over halfway through the workout, pop out the DVD and then switch it over to disc 2. So yeah, I had a big problem with that and labeling it. So yeah, really hard to make DVDs nowadays. But yeah, that's at tanksloshers.com. If you guys want to check it out and get your slosh up. I think it's all sloshed around for now. I think it's all sloshed up, don't you guys think? Grass bass, is that a Victory or am I saying it wrong? Grass bass, it is a Kawasaki Vulcan 900. Whatever this is, I'm here for it. That girl Nikki, thank you Nikki for being here. You got my bike done yet? Michael, I do not have your bike done yet, Michael, but I'm working on it, Mike. Blunts said not the Vulcan again. Unfortunately, Blunts, it is the Vulcan again. Sorry, buddy. We're going to get it fixed and running. He's about to squish his old lady's head. Justin, that is not my old lady. She's the co-host. That is Courtney, and I'm not going to squish her head. She is OSHA certified. She is really pissed off, if you couldn't tell by the look on her face. It's mainly because Gizmo here ate the last of the little Santa-shaped chocolates that we had. They were the marshmallow-filled ones, and he ate the last one. And she's very mad about it. She's not too happy, but that's okay. Christmas isn't over yet, so Santa could always bring some by. Yeah, Vulcan, that's it. You're right, Grass Bass. Watch Lady Gaga's head. Courtney here. She is, again, she doesn't wear her hard hat at all times, but she does wear it most of the time, guys. Safety is the #1 priority here. Change the way you were at Fang's garage. Well, actually, customizing is probably the #1 priority. Justin said, Ocean approved. Heck yeah, brother. Yes, it is Ocean approved. Courtney is actually waterproof, now that you mention it. Her previous occupation was actually an underwater welder, if you could believe it. She's really good at it. The only thing is, it was a buoyancy issue with Courtney. If you couldn't tell, she was not exactly the most effective underwater welder when it came to actually floating down to the seabed floor. She kind of is a little too buoyant. So that is unfortunately one of the downsides for Courtney, but other than that, she can stack some dimes 70 leagues under, and you'd never even know she did it underwater. You'd think that someone was doing it in a climate-controlled aerospace lab. That's how clean her welds are. So, yeah. It is actually a privilege to have her here as co-host of Fang's Garage. She doesn't say much, and when she does, it's normally on the earpiece that I have. A very small Bluetooth flesh-colored earpiece that I wear. And she just tells me different tips about things I need to do in the garage, such as warn people about the gas situation. It is literally some sort of, to me, it smells like just a biohazard sort of situation. Even I am kind of shocked by it, and that's why to me it's just so funny. It really is just a funny little joke that you get to tell yourself when you let one rip and it really smells. It's like a joke that's just like, if no one's around, it's just between me and you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I tell myself. I'm like, this is between us. I don't need to tell anybody about this. But you just heard it live. I'm going to hook up this battery that I was charging all day. And by charging all day, I meant I thought it was charging all day, but it was just sitting there. Not really charging because I had to press the little restart button on the top. So, yeah, it was charging for the last couple of hours. So, in my mind, that meant all day. That was also my mentality when it came to doing things like creek lie, like it shows on the package, like this thing is taking 8 minutes. This is insane. 8 minutes to a child is like a whole workday. Forget it. 8 minutes to see a little multicolored tarantula, and then you pull it out, and then it kind of just falls apart, and you're like, this is not as cool. On the commercial, they made it look like you made the creepy crawler, you took it out, and it was like a toy. You could play with for like, some time. Not like 2 minutes, and then the leg falls off, and you're like, oh, it's lost. I can play with the tarantula, I just have to be so gentle with it. I don't know. You're telling me. I always wanted the creepy crawler where you could eat it, where it makes gummies. I was like, that's the one. That's the one I was envisioning. Also did a little bit of investigating on the wiring on the Vulcan, and there is a main fuse underneath this battery, kind of. I did not check it, fortunately, but I think it's okay, because I thought it was a fuse issue yesterday, but then when I hit that restart button on the battery, everything was fine, so that told me that the fuse wasn't like, I don't think it's intermittently working. I think it was just the battery not working. We will find out in a second here when I turn the key and start chips. What's going on with the Vulcan? It's a 2007, in case you're curious, and it has not been started in I don't know how long. Years. Oh my gosh. There was a bunch of mosquitoes near me, and they all died. That's insane, gaseous EMP death. They're like, what's that smell? A league of them just dropped out of the sky. Okay, let me go ahead and turn this key. Okay. So, I did hear it prime. Well, actually, you know what? Let me check this key out. I think there is a way to check the fuel pressure on this. Check and see. And let me look for the. Actually, let me just try and start it first. Alright, guys, are you ready? This could be the most insane moment when I finally start the Vulcan 900 for the first time. Gizmo is going to work the controls here. He has a little ice pick in his hand that he refuses to let go of. He's been holding on to it all day. So, found it and now he won't let go. Let me turn the key. Go ahead and try and start this a few times. You ready, guys? It's the Vulcan 900 first start. I'll just say that in case it does start. No freaking way. It just almost started. Okay. Let me try to give you more throttle. Okay. I don't want to kill the battery. I think it just needs a little coaxing. I think once it starts, it'll start. Use a little bit of starter fluid. I definitely don't want to screw this up and drain the battery again. Turn this around so you guys can see me taking out the air filter, spraying the fluid in there, and possibly taking out the entire intake manifold, the fuel injectors, cleaning them out, breaking them, having to order new ones, waiting for another 2 months to get the new ones in, then finally get them in, then the wrong ones, then find the right ones on Amazon, then order them, and then all those methods. filter, take off the fuel injectors, break the old one, order new ones, wait for 1 to 2 months to get the new ones in, finally get the new ones in, they're the wrong ones, return those, order the new ones, those come in 2 days, install those, then that's why. So, you need me to slow it down a bit. Write that all down. Hopefully you wrote it down.
Your position yet?
I'm really hoping you guys wrote that down. Again, Gizmo here has been holding on to this little ice pick now. He refuses to let go of it. He loves a little ice pick. He was swinging it around. I said, stop, you're going to hurt somebody. And he didn't want to listen to me. He said, no. And then I tried to take it from him and he ran off. And now I'm kind of scared to try and take it from him. If you want to know the truth. I'm a little bit nervous. Let me stick it down. I'm smelling a new smell in the garage. I've never smelled this smell before. You know what, Blunt? It sounds like it was getting some spark. It's kind of popping a little bit. What's up, Red's Kitchen? How you doing? Are you making anything tonight in the kitchen? How does Gizmo stay so fit when he's always eating? Well, you know what? He actually has been getting into Pilates. Believe it or not, Gizmo has been getting into Pilates. That is how he's keeping his fine figure around the holidays. He's been doing a lot of Pilates. And Courtney here, that's why she's looking out of the corner of her eye. She's kind of mad because she was the one that suggested that he start doing Pilates. And now he has a huge following on TikTok. And so she's kind of jealous. So, yeah, it's okay though. I mean, some people can have that kind of metabolism. They can just eat and eat and eat. People like me with my type of metabolism, they can eat and then have extreme stomach pain, cramps, and have the most disgusting farts you've ever smelled in your life. For about, I'd say half of the day. The first half of the day, after I tried the new eggnog Dr. Pepper drink, it was not too fun. A little bit of torture. With the amount of gas in it. Okay, so we see some stuff right here. Also seeing that this was not on there. Tight. Okay. Let me try and start it one more time with this off. Actually, let me just try to start it quick. Alright guys, you ready? I'll spray these starters in here. Let me actually move Gizzy out of the way in case he burns his head with the exhaust pipe. Basically turn the key inside here. Let me take this off so you can just see it. We saw it yesterday, but inside here is the intake manifold. Oh, this is just a air filter actually. In order to take that off, I'd have to take all that off. I guess it doesn't matter if the air filter is on there because that part's not on there. So, let's see. I don't know if I want to take this whole part off right now. It would be kind of a headache to put it all back on. Let me try and just do this. I'm going to turn the key. It should open up. Okay, now the choke or the electronic choke is richer. It's opened up, whatever you want to call it. Some kind of little butterfly valve. I heard someone refer to it as a butterfly blade. I'm going to spray some starter fluid in there, then I'm going to jump up and try and start it and see what happens. You ready? This is going to be the first cheater start with the starter fluid of the Kawasaki Vulcan 900. I think it's going to work. Ready? Let's do it. What is it? Here. Kawasaki Vulcan 900. First start. Here we go. it. And it started right up. Trying to put it first again. Now the expanding up. Oh, nice. It's real wide, I think. I'm trying to take it out. Trying to briefly ride it. Just ride out of sight. Trying to turn around and come back. Functioning motorcycle courtesy of Fang's Garage, the expert technicians, and everyone that has joined us live to help out. Thanks everybody. Thanks to you and all of your advice, all of your wisdom, all of your support, all of your knowledge. The Kawasaki Vulcan is finally alive and breathing. The fuel pump idea worked. It is supplying gas. I put it in first. I rode it around the yard. If this thing had a battery, it would work. I could go take this thing out for a live ride right now. Unfortunately, I don't have a battery. That will fit. Let me think. Maybe I do. Let me scan the mental inventory and see. I am super excited, guys. It starts right up now. It's like nothing ever happened. It's like I never put my filthy little mitts on it. Yes! Victory with the Kawasaki Vulcan. It's called the Kawasaki Victory from now on. How about that? Albert Gaines said, call the cops. I don't think so, Albert. Call them and let them know that the Kawasaki Vulcan is alive and running, and Gizmo wants to go take it out for a spin and go to the taco shop. He's convinced that they sell Choco Tacos. They don't. Sorry, Gizmo. What's up, Cat Crazy Klein 9568? How you doing? Let's hope it starts. Otherwise, it might not be getting spark. It looks like it's getting spark. What's up, Martin? Blink 4K. Martin. I freaking got the Kawasaki Vulcan running, dude. Finally, it's ready to ride. Besides not having a battery. It's sick. I want to make a sissy bar for it now. That'd be sweet. Can you believe it, Martin? We freaking did it, dude. The Vulcan is alive and kicking, and it is ready to fight back. Gotta move some of these tools out of the way because we can't really walk through here. That is gonna be, I think, 2 motorcycles that are going to be just functioning this week. I think it'd be kind of funny to just show up to my buddy's house with this bike. With his bike all fixed up and rideable. Whoa, what the heck? Show up with the Vulcan attacking, screaming for vengeance. Thanks, Martin. Yeah, I know. I should go get some victory tacos. If I hadn't eaten already, I would. Let me see if there's a battery. Let me try and find a battery. There's the that battery. Let me see if there's a label on here that shows how many CCAs the battery should have. Because I think I have one. I don't know if it'll work. Let me check the information online and see. Nice. Another successful night in the lab. So if I can get this up real quick. Consult the information online. Let's see, it's a 2007 Neon 900 battery CCA. YTX12BS. YTX12BS. Can you guys remember that, please? YTX12BS. That is a 180 to 185 CCA battery. Theory. Well, working theory. Let's try this. Let's see what the CB750 has underneath the big mouth Billy Bass. Underneath this, which I don't feel like I should have to explain, but I will. This is a something that I picked up. A replica of my cousin. His name is Charles. He actually grew up down here in Southern California, and he was big in the bagel scene. He was a big type of bagel guy. Actually, this is one of the first masks that I ever got when I was probably a teenager. The eye holes. Let me get out my face. I'll try and show you how you're supposed to wear it. You're supposed to wear it like this. And my eye holes are actually up here. Let me pull this hair back so you can see. Eye holes are up here, and the head is down here. And this thing is pretty old. I think I probably bought this when I was about 17 years old, so it's about 42 years old. Kind of reminds me of Megadeth, or not Megadeth, Iron Maiden. But yeah, let me consult. Let me see what's underneath here. Oh yeah, there's this bag of toys. Got the reboot toy that I need to figure out what I'm going to do with. I don't know, maybe I'll give this away. This thing is kind of sick. Check it out, open it up. It's like a Mighty Max or Polly Pocket playset, but it's got folding turret guns and stuff like that. All I know is this was one of the cutting edge shows when I was a kid. Reboot, I was like, whoa, completely 3D show. This is so cool. I remember thinking that when I was a child, thinking, oh my god, it's amazing. How about this? How about this battery? Let's see if we can do a little harvesting, a little borrow a couple things for the Vulcan. Let's see if it works.
Hallmark Plus is available on YouTube. Watch more this holiday season.
Let's call it a Christmas surprise.
Get Hallmark Plus, Paramount Plus, HBO Max, and more. Find your favorite movies and TV on YouTube.
EX500's battery, gas, what was battery again. Yeah, that does look like Eddie, huh, the Llama Man. Check this one out. For you Iron Maiden fans, for you Maiden maniacs. Oh my gosh, that is one of the most foul farts I've ever made. The most foul smells I've ever made come out of my body, man. That was disgusting. Check this out. How's that for a maiden mask? I need to send this to my nephew out in Tennessee. He's a big Iron Maiden fan. And I got him this sick mask at the swap meet one time. Sick. Something cool that I liked about it were the chains coming off of his mouth right here. I thought it'd be cool to just make get some old plastic chains and just make it so they fit perfectly on there just a little bit so they're broken off, like maybe one right here and then one right here. Alright, let me see about this battery real quick. Camera over here and show you guys what I'm doing. Consult the keyboard. Okay, so it has to, I think, be 180 CCAs, 180 cold cranking amps. I'm gonna try and, well, not try, I will steal the battery out of the Kawasaki EX500. If it is the correct CCAs. Let me grab a flashlight. Flashlight selected. Is that a battery? No, it's got a battery. Let me get a screwdriver out of inventory. Phillips head. Flashlight on. Bolt selected. Take this out. Let's check the battery and see how many CCAs it is. Oh, I can't see it from here. Let me see if I can peek. 210. I think we're riding the Kawasaki Vulcan tonight. Uh-oh. Maiden voyage side quest activated. Take out the positive side, because this is about to be a very positive experience. This bike is ready. It's been sitting, it's been waiting, it's been wishing, it's been hoping that someone like me would come along and find it. And now its time has come, and we're going to hopefully take this thing out for its first ride in a long time. Look at this tiny battery. This thing is 210 CCAs. This is a very small battery. I'll give you a size comparison. Let me pull this one out. It is a conventional, like a lead acid battery. You can see obviously size difference. The weight difference is huge. This thing weighs like nothing. This weighs probably 6 pounds or so. But you can see this one has 210 cold cranking amps, and this one has 220. Oh my gosh. So it literally has 10 more cold cranking amps than this one, but look at the size difference. Also, you can mount this one vertically, horizontal. You could mount it in a washing machine. I don't recommend doing that, but the point is you can mount it at any angle. So that is the sick part about these batteries. And I've had this battery for quite a while. I was using this for the XS 650 project that I had, and now I can throw it in here and use it for testing purposes. I'll probably need a piece of wood or something to kind of make it so this thing sits up a little bit. Maybe not. Might be able to get away with it just sitting there. I'll definitely find something to wedge it in there, though, at least. Let me get this camera set up so I'm not getting everyone all motion sick. Figure out what to do with this big camera that my uncle gave me. It's a diving camera. It's sick. But I'm not sure what I need to do with it. Let's see. Let me go ahead and throw these nuts on here. These bolts, I mean. Screws. Might have to modify these battery terminals a little bit more. I already gotta modify them once, make them work on the other battery, and I gotta modify them again to make them work on this one. Yeah, that'll work. All right. Get one on there. This bike is wanting to ride. I will definitely have to put the Mr. 360 on this thing if it's going to be out for its first ride. And make sure I get some good footage of it because last time you guys saw with the CV750 first ride, that was quite the fiasco. Almost ate crap quite a few times. So I want to make sure if I do, that I get it all on film. 360. Okay, it's got one of these on here. I think I'll definitely have to put some sort of wood or something in here to help kind of prop the battery up and make it so it's not just dangling from the battery terminals. Oh, buddy, you're not that hard of a time, are you? Let's see if I could mount it this way. The benefit of this battery, I can mount it horizontal. Don't know if the seat, I guess the seat would probably go on there. It'll be okay. It's just for a test ride. I'm not taking this thing cross country yet. Okay. Got this one on there. This is off. Before I get super invested in putting the seat on there and figuring out all the battery stuff, let me just try and start it again and double check and make sure it's going to start. Alright, let's start. Let me see how the seat actually fits on here with it like this. And see, maybe it'll just put on there like that. Cover this. Positive terminal. I think I'll probably have to tilt it down a little bit, but we'll see. Oh man, it might just look like that for now. Just for a test ride. I think it'll just work for a test ride. I don't think it'll hurt for a test ride. Maybe, I don't know if it was a starter fluid or what, but maybe a little bit more gas. Okay guys, I think it's gonna, I think we're in trouble now. I think Gizmo is in trouble now. Check your mic. Oh shoot. Let me see. Is the mic working now? Sorry guys, the audio is messed up. I did not realize. Hopefully it's working now. Let me know in the chat if it is working. Is the mic working now, Martin? Or Kyle? Let me know if it is working, guys. I'm not sure what's up with this mic. It's been messing up lately. Let me get this thing put back on real quick. Let me put the ear filter on. I'll get it turned around because I'm going to have to turn it on anyways. Alright. Test run. Link said, sounds like it might not be plugged into the camera. Give me 1 second. Let me check again. Let me try this a different way. What's up, Dubsack? Let me see if I can get this. Let me see if I can get this mic situation worked out real quick. Hold on, guys. How about that?
Enjoy the latest releases.
Is that any better? Hopefully that's better with the mic. Let me know if that worked out, guys. Let me know if that worked out with the audio. Yeah? No? Yeah, my mic is starting to failing. Maybe it got a little bit now that I got the Vulcan started. Got a little bit upset. Let me know if it is any better. Can't hear you too well within walk away from the camera. Okay. Let me know if that made a difference at all, guys. No worries, man. No, I actually don't. If the audio is not working, it's gonna bother the crap out of me. Let me try and turn down the music some and see if that's going to work. I think with this mic, the problem is that it basically will cut out if too much volume. Like it has some kind of limiter on it or something. But let me know if that worked. If not, oh my gosh, that almost instant work. If that did not work, I want to fix it. I think that the audio stuff is really critical with this deep dive videos. So I'd rather fix it and figure out what's going on. So I can order a new mic or something if I need it. But I'll do a little testing here and see if maybe with the music down, I'm not sure if maybe the mic is picking up that like too much noise is going on, so it's cutting out or something. but let me know if that has made any difference. Says International Scout Harvester said Rough Rider, and Cuz Lightyear says Springer, you're right. You're not on the Springer fork right now. No, bro, you still fade out as you walk away. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, guys. I'm going to cut off the stream for 1 second and plug in the mic again and see if that will do it. Give me 1 second, guys. The thing will cut out for 1 second while I disconnect it. Let's check and see. Let me check real quick on the computer or on the in the manual. I just want to see why it's blinking, because if there's some issue with the little mic thing, then I want to make sure that I can still return it and everything too. DJI mic, mini receiver. Oops. Oops. Let's see. DJI mic, mini receiver. Blinking. Green. Here goes. Let's see. Receiver status, green. Try this. How about that? Okay. Any change in audio, guys? Let me know if that worked out. Now I am very interested. I'm gonna walk over here and test it while I'm standing over here. Let me also. How about this? Does it make any difference if I am holding the mic right up to my mouth? Right now I'm holding one of them basically inside of my mouth. Curious to know it's working now. Still nothing right now? No audio. Into the void. Still nothing. That's gonna suck. My mics don't work. Dang it! No, it was not a bit, unfortunately. I wonder why this is not working. Let me try and plug this thing into the case for a while. Alright guys, I think the problem was the receiver was not charged. So I'm going to let it charge up a little bit while I work on the bike. You guys just won't be able to hear as much. I'm just going to turn up the music a little bit.
Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Dr. Sean from Forehand Dental Implant Center. Today I want to talk about implant.
Wait a minute. I might have something. Hold on. Okay. I do have something. I was actually thinking about it. I was like, it's gonna rain pretty soon. I was thinking it's gonna rain pretty soon. DJI Mic Mini. Check this out. You don't need to hear anything to understand this. The ultimate umbrella hat. It's not gonna work. This is the wrong kind of cable. There's no way it'll work. I need one more cord. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me go look for it. I know where it is. It's in my car. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I am going to. What's up? 69K? How's this? Does this make any difference? I don't know. How about that? Is that any better? Tell me that's working. Tell me, please tell me it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Okay. Gotta get this thing. Tell me it's working. Don't you lie to me. Stuff on there. By miles, I mean a couple miles. Still blinking. Okay. Yes, it did hurt my nose. It doesn't hurt anymore though. I've had it for a long time. All right, got it on there. On Onyx, Felix, I would hope I wouldn't get in a fight. Normally, people don't try and start fights with me. I try not to fight anybody. If I can, I try not to fight anybody, Onyx. But if that happens, I don't know. I just have a freaking... It'd probably look like my ear, Onyx. If you want to know, it'd probably look exactly like my ear. And I would just say... I'd say, whatever. Who cares? I guess I just have a weird looking nose then. What could I do? What could I really do? All right, guys, I'm gonna start the bike, and then I'm gonna have to cut off the stream to turn it from Wi-Fi to mobile data. Then I'm gonna go take it out for a test ride. So you guys ready? All right, guys, give me 1 second. Let's do it. Nice. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh yeah! The Vulcan rides. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh yeah, baby! It's working! Santa Claus is coming to town on a Vulcan 900! Woohoo!
smoking a lot. Probably from the two-stroke oil. Bobbing around. Nice. Oh yeah. What do you guys think? The Kawasaki Vulcan lives to fight another day. Do it. All right, guys. Let me switch back over to Wi-Fi real quick. It's going to disconnect for 1 second. We're back. We're back. hoping that the mic is working. I guess it is. I'm going to turn down the music a little bit in case it's interfering with it. So yeah, guys, I am in the uppermost part of Alaska. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me. Dang it. Oh man, hopefully you didn't hear that. I'm glad you can't smell it. How about that on the audio, guys? Can you hear me now? Or let me walk away and see if you can hear me. How about now? How's the audio now? Let me know in the chat if the audio is working. Still no on the audio? How about now? Tell me that works. Tell me it's working. If it is, then I figured out what it was. Tell me it's working. Oh, no freaking way. Still nothing? Dang, dude, what the heck? What the heck? Oh. Dang it. Tell me that's a little bit better. Anything? Man, this sucks. I actually have another. In case this is not working, I'll just get right up on the camera. I have another mic coming in the mail, but I'm not sure. I think it's going to come after Christmas, so I might have to, oh, bingo? Nice. guy. Just kidding, guys. Actually, I'm California. The only way I could possibly be riding around with a sweatshirt on and stuff. And the only reason it's not cold is because we're going into it, shooting into the atmosphere earlier. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to stand it. We put these little plastic pieces back on. Because this is part of checking the coolant, and I'm going to check all the fluids and stuff before I give it back to them. Let me see if I have any cleaning stuff. That's the loudest the audio will go. Line in. How about that? Anything on that? I'm hoping that's picking up. Let me know in the chat if that's working. Hopefully it'll be better than nothing. Hopefully I'm not blasting out your guys' eardrums. Let me know in the chat if this thing is working. Let's see. What did I need to get? Oh yeah. Cleaner. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta run inside real quick. Yes, I am building the flux capacitor. Sorry, this is the only mic that I have right now. I'm hoping that it's working.
Oops. Yeah, good enough. Uh, 29 YOA says, yes, I always wash my bikes at this hour. 29 YOA, if you have been here watching the live series where we tried to get the Kawasaki Vulcan here running, sorry, Courtney is actually in the way. You saw when we were trying to get the Kawasaki Vulcan running and how much of a struggle it was. You don't understand why I wanted to spray it with a little bit of Windex and wipe it down with a dirty rag. Because I wanted to just give it a little bit of justice. This thing has not ran in, like, I don't know, I would guess at least 7 years or so. And it's been sitting outside. So I just got it running for the first time ever. And I said, you know what? For 29 YOA, I'm going to go ahead and wash this thing off a little bit. And Courtney was here to witness it, thankfully. And get the mic going. See if you guys can hear this. Any luck? Did you guys happen to hear that? Hopefully the mic is working. I paused the audio or the music just in case it was interfering with it. I'm obviously going to have to do some tinkering with that. You heard Gizmo talking. What was he saying? Was he dancing around? Was he having a good time? chat if the audio is working, guys. I'm gonna have to mess with this thing a little bit and hopefully get this mic working by tomorrow or by the next live, whenever that may be. I'm hoping that it's gonna be tomorrow. In case you guys are just tuning in for the first time, I'm really hoping this mic is working. I'm gonna hold it up here just in case it is. Is that your girl? No, she's the co-host. Hopefully my mic is working. I'm going to try and clip it onto my beard to get it as close to my mouth as I possibly can while I move this. Let me know in the chat if it is working. I do definitely need to get this thing squared away, because I do like to ramble on basically non-stop the entire live stream. Talk for the entire day, and I'll just hit every single word that I have for the live stream and then unleash it. This is a serial killer's live stream. I don't know about that. Nobody's actually been saying that lately. I don't know why you'd say that. But you should definitely consider subscribing to figure out what exactly happens to Courtney after she gets her promotion here at work.
Take what you do best and create a website that's worthy of it. With AI website creation tools, every click is an opportunity to shape your brand, fine-tune your design, generate content in seconds, and showcase what you love so others will love it too. It's your business, your website. You do it yourself on Wix.
Well, guys, unfortunately, it looks like Well, guys, what's up, Pokemon 206? How you doing, buddy? Well, I don't know what to say. I can't see why this thing is not working. I'm not 100% sure why it's not, but it's starting to make me go a little bit crazy. It's starting to lose my mind with the audio issues. Okay. We missed you at church last Sunday. Unfortunately, I did not make it to church last Sunday. I should have gone. You are right, Pokemon 206. I should have definitely gone. It's something actually I've been thinking about a lot lately, is why I'm not dragging my butt down to church. Kind of should prioritize my time. But yeah. Let me put on my regular human mask to not startle anyone. Maybe we'll be able to see the problem. If you grow another eyeball, Cheetah, I have taken your advice, and hopefully I can figure out what the issue is and why I keep doing that kind of stuff. NCC Snot 762, no need to be scared, buddy. Gizmo is here, and he is actually here to defend you with his every last breath and the little ice pick that he has acquired. He actually picked this up the other day at in the garage, and he will not hand it over. He's been holding on to it, and he won't give it back. So he is ready to use it. He knows if you've been naughty, if you've been nice. He knows if you have been cheating at Monopoly, and he knows exactly who the sheriff is in town when it comes to Santa and all the naughty and nice list. He's not gonna give any sympathy this year. There is no sympathy coming from Gizmo, unfortunately, guys. This is just Gizmo. He is the co-host. If you thought that was weird, this is actually just Courtney. She is just here to hang out, and she's actually the OSHA representative here at Fang's Garage while we work on the bikes and stuff. Guys, we got a lot of mess to pick up, and I have some audio issues to figure out. Dang it. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. We got some Christmas stuff coming up. Santa Claus is going to be here soon, so get ready. We have a big meeting with the big men in red real soon here, guys. All right, guys, we got to take off. Early night tonight. I'll see you later. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be live. I need that Gizmousey. You cannot have it. Sorry. Go subscribe, NCC, and you can get more of Gizmo, more of Courtney, and more motorcycle repairs. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks, Blink. And thanks again. Let's see here. Thanks. I think it's Michael. Or Kyle. Kyle Michael. That's what threw me off. Kyle, Blink, everybody else, thanks for the are you a bull or man? A little bit of both. I never stop charging down the motorcycle projects. See you later, Martin. See you later, Kyle. And thanks again for the advice, guys, with the audio. 14 nads, you're just tuning in at the very tail end of the stream. We're about to cut out, and Gizmo here is going to give me a small back rub. It's not going to be that great because his hands are very small. They are not too muscular, and he can't do too much. When do you start dressing in drag? I can't say it suits you well. Unfortunately, this is not drag. This is just Courtney, and she's had a few procedures. So, all right, guys. Warning Systems of Ohio says this people of the world completely ignore the truth about Christmas. Christmas is about the moment of our Savior being born, hence the name Christmas. Christ Mass. He was born to save us. I agree. Warning Systems of Ohio, 1880. 14 nads. No need to be sad. We're going to be back soon, and we're going to be working on some weird stuff. We got motorcycles. We got taxidermy here. We got some strange items that cannot be revealed quite yet. But If you've been here before, you'll know that it's all normal, it's all planned, and it's all to be expected. So don't worry, we're gonna be back. Go ahead and subscribe, 14 Nads, and you'll be seeing Gizmo maybe eating a candy cane or something of the sort. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We gotta go hop on a jet and talk to Chris Angel about the new snack items, Chris Angel croissants. They're called croissants, believe it or not. See you later, guys. Peace. Merry Gizmo.